Hello, hello. I hope this thing's running. I don't see any numbers. I don't see a timer. I'm a little bit late to the game with this pen, I think. I think it's probably from a few years back, probably. But I only just discovered it myself on Amazon. I was given an Amazon gift card for my birthday by my sister. And so I decided to go in search of a new pen or two. And I found this one, and I've never had an eyedropper pen before. So I thought I'd give it a whirl. The description online called it a mini pocket pen, but the picture very clearly showed a full-size pen. So let's see. Yeah, thank goodness, because I did not realize that that the description said mini pocket-sized until after the pen arrived. And I don't like to return things, so I was just going to be stuck with a pocket-sized pen, but I'm very thrilled to see that it is indeed a full-sized pen. This is the Moonman C1 with a fine nib, and it comes with a converter, but I'm going to try the eyedropper method just because it was so pretty in the picture. And I'm going to see if I can handle an eyedropper pen. I heard on a couple of videos that it has something of a flat side here. And I'm glad that it does, because there's no clip. So I'm going to use green Waterman ink. Because that's just the color that's the color that was actually in the picture, was green. And I just thought it was so pretty. It made a little pop sound when I pulled it off the O-ring here. They've got this silicone O-ring on it. Pull the converter out. And I'll put that away, because I very much want to use this as an eyedropper pen. I've been wanting for a long time to try an eyedropper pen, but I just didn't feel confident. I was hoping that would drip down so that I could fill it up a little more, but that's okay. We'll just do this a little bit at a time. That's really a tiny, tiny bit at a time. That's infuriating. But that's okay. That's why I also have my trusty ink syringe. I'm just going to fill it right on up. Uh-oh, I think that's the last of my tissues. That's inconvenient. That's alright though. Alright, let's see if I can do this without making a big old mess. I'm looking at this nib. It does have an F for fine, but I don't know, kind of looks a little big to me to be a fine nib. We'll see. I've noticed that on different pens, even though it's got the same size nib, quote unquote, sometimes there's a bubble there. Sometimes fine is a little bit closer to medium, and sometimes it's a little closer to extra fine. Gonna lid it up just in case it starts to leak. Okay. Alright, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. I very much don't want to get any ink stains on my desk. That would be tragic for me. I really, really like my desk. Alrighty, we're going to test it out. Oops. And she goes rolling. I guess you have to be a little bit more deliberate the way you set the pen down. Let's see. Oh, nothing's happening. Nothing happening at all. Let's check here. Yeah, that's empty. Well, this is interesting. Usually when I do that, there's a lot of ink on my fingers. I'm getting nothing. This is bone dry. Alright, gonna very carefully open this on back up. Look inside it. Gently stand that up. Oh. I can't fathom what I'm doing wrong. I watched a few YouTube videos about this pen. I watched a couple people fill them up, and they seem to work just fine. Tell you what I'm going to do though. I'm going to take the converter, and I'm going to go directly into the ink bottle with it. See if maybe it just needs a little bit of help. Pulling in some ink. Seems to be absolutely nothing happening here. It could be that the ink is just so low. So I'm going to tilt it. And then see what we can do here. getting absolutely nothing into this converter. Not even the tiniest bit. Well, that's disappointing. Okay, this seems to be working now. So I've got some ink pulled up into the converter. I'm going to push it back out. I'm going to refill the pen. And I'm going to try again. And of course now my hands are covered in ink. But I appear to have at least gotten it working. Alright, I'm going to fill it right back on up. I emptied it because I was concerned I would do something stupid and it would fall over. Nice and full. Oh. I love this. Until now, my favorite pens have always been piston converter pens. I haven't found very many that really were very good. The ones I kept finding at affordable prices were, they leaked. And I just didn't care for them. Except for the TWSBI Eco. I do like the TWSBI Eco, I must admit. Oh goodness. Alright, there seems to be ink kind of spewing out the top here now. I guess it overfilled it. But that's okay. Just gonna see about cleaning some of that ink off of the grip. And my fingers are going to be green for a few days. Alright, let's see. Let's give this a try. It flows really well, and it's not, it's definitely a fine nib. It's not, it doesn't write as big as I feared it looked like it would. I really like this. It's a little bit sticky from all the ink, but I like it. Whoops. I like it very much. Let me see if I can find some wipies and clean up just a little bit. I do think that I have some. pen to be sticky either. Whoops. Falling wipies. I'm really glad that I bought this pen. I like it a lot. I'm gonna like it a lot more once it's not sticky. But that's completely my fault. I'm pretty excited to add this baby to my case. Don't really have a lot of room. But I think I'm going to slip it right in there next to my Twisby. I'm pretty happy. I recommend it if you don't have one and you're thinking about it. I guess that's all for now.